Hi, this is Habsbobby, aka Bobby B, aka Deacon X, depending on who I'm talking to and what is the subject. Today I'd like to talk about my beloved Montreal Canadiens. The Kings just won the Stanley Cup last night, and they deserve to win it. It just goes to show that an eighth place seed can take it all. Can you remember a couple of years ago when the Habs knocked off Pittsburgh, knocked off Washington? What a thrill it was. We're just one or two players away from accomplishing exactly what LA did. I'm not saying it's going to be next year in the 2012-2013 season, or even the next one, the 13-14 season. But it's going to be soon. It's going to be soon because of the prospects we have. It's going to be soon because of the new management we have, the new coach we have, but that's yet to be proven. The coach is the only area I'm a little concerned, but I'm more than willing to give him a chance. I like our new GM Bergeron. I think he's great. I like some of the scouts. I like some of the new coaches. I like everything about it. I like the fact that we've got a great draft pick. We're in the top 3. Imagine the top 3. But really what excites me for the future is we've also got 2 more draft picks in the second round. And next year, 3 second rounders. We've done a lot better with our second round picks than our first round picks. But here we go again. A chance to build a team. What the other teams have done that have worked their way into the Stanley Cup, back into the finals, or even winning it over the last 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 years since they all started rebuilding, they had patience. That's one thing we got to have is patience as Habs fans. I can remember the glory days. I can remember watching the CBC in black and white. 1 week in French, 1 week in English. It was exciting. I love the Rocket. I love Boom Boom Jeffrion. I love Doug Harvey. I love the Rocket. I love Belleville. I love Lafleur. I love Shutt. I love Dryden. I love them all. And right now we've got a good core group. Carey Price, he hasn't even begun to hit his stride yet. He'll be there for us. Subban will. All my relatives don't like PK Subban. Out of 9 grandchildren, I only got 1 that supports me in the Habs. And she likes Subban only because I like Subban. To be honest with you, she's only 6. And she's more in love with Yuppie than she is any of the players. But she knows a lot of them. It's great. It's great to know what lies ahead. I can't wait for the draft. Personally, I hope we pick the big Swede. I'm still skeptic about the Russians. They don't show up in the playoffs. They're flash in the pan. They come in with tremendous skill, and they're on fire for 3 or 4 years. They get the big contract, and then they coast. I'm like Don Cherry. Give me the Canadian boys, some American boys. And if we have to take Europeans, we got to take them from the Scandinavian countries, not necessarily the Eastern European countries or Russia. I got no love for us drafting Russian players. I think it's a waste of time. and I think it's short-lived. Let me give you an example. If Sidney Crosby stays healthy, and the big question was, who's better, Crosby or Ovechkin? I think without a doubt, in the long haul, I'd take Crosby anytime over Ovechkin. As good and as skilled and as great some of his goals have been, I'll take it, a steady player like Crosby. And how can you not love the first line of Montreal last year? Desharnais, Cole, Pacioretty. My goodness. If we can get another line like that, and a good third and fourth checking line, we're going to be there. It might take 2 years, 3 years, but number 25 is as good as ours. Let's hope we don't make the mistake of trading away some of our good defensive prospects like we've done in the past. Actually, the recent past. Let's hope that this draft is the beginning of the resurgence of the Montreal Canadiens as cup contenders. Well, it's time to just wait and see. In 2 or 3 years, if I'm still around, the Lord willing, we'll see if some of these things I've said even come true. I sure hope they do. So for Hab fans everywhere, thank you for listening. And let's have a good 2-12, 2-13 season.